Hello and welcome to Our Leitrim Life. This is the second video we're putting up now just to bring you up to date with the works that have been done on the cottage so far. So with this video, this is basically just showing the cleanup that we did around the outside of the cottage, and we started clearing out inside of the cottage as well. Our plans are to go for the vacant property grant. So as the property's been vacant for 2 years, we can actually claim up to 50,000 euros from the council, helping with the renovations. So there's certain criteria you have to meet with the property as well. It has to be vacant for 2 years, and also there's certain jobs that you can claim for. So one of the biggest jobs with the property was the roof. So we have in place now quotes for the roof removal and replacement. So other jobs inside the house would be literally stripping it back, ripping up the floors. There's a lot of damage with the damp. So important to us was to clear outside of the property. We needed to do drain work as well, because there's been no guttering on the cottage for many years. So clearing out the space around the cottage was a job and a half. There was just so much junk that was left there. Over the years there's been fridges, old caravans, all sorts. So once we got rid of all that, we had a guy come from to pick up the scrap metal from an advertisement we put in for Facebook Marketplace. It just took the headache out of trailering it all up and trying to get rid of it all ourselves. We just piled it up for him to come and collect, which was brilliant. Just took the headache out of it. As you can see, there was a lot of work to do around the property. When something like that has been vacant for many years, it just, nature takes over. So we hired the digger for the week, and Steve set to work and cleared pathways. There was a lot of overgrowth, and we needed to make access for the van, trailers and any tradespeople materials that were being delivered, because we only have limited access from one side of the cottage. And with the cottage being so close to the outbuildings with all the overgrowth, it was getting pretty impossible to get anything through. But as you can see there, a couple of after pictures are coming up, and the space has been made good again, and we've got loads of space now for any storage of materials that are going to be delivered over the next few weeks for the asbestos removal and the roof replacement. The front of the house is where all the mature garden is, and again, that's been neglected over the years, but the main priority was just to make safe the access into the house. The driveway up there now is all clean and cleared. As you can see, it's a beautiful tree-lined driveway. Absolutely love this driveway. Yeah, all the front of the cottage is nice and cleared. We cut back a lot of the plants, and we're not really focusing too much on the garden. It's just general maintenance for now till we get all the bits and pieces that we need to do on the house. And the back of the house there needs some drainage. So again, because the cottage hasn't had any drainage or any guttering on for years, the inside of the cottage is really, really damp. So we took advantage of the digger there and just dug out some temporary drains, just so while we're waiting for everything to be done properly, we can start draining away some of the water that's been collecting under the house. And when Steve's got more time, that'll all be done properly. Now that's the inside of the house. As you've seen in the first video, everything looked relatively okay. But again, like I keep saying, once you peel back the layers of an old house, you do uncover an awful lot of problems. So the floor was absolutely saturated. It was nothing new from what we've seen, because we could see that there was absolutely no drainage and no guttering. So it was inevitable the house was going to be in that condition. So with the flooring ripped up, it gives us a chance to assess the damage, to dry out the inside of the house, and which was great to take on that decision to strip it back. Just gave the house a chance to dry out and breathe again. So all we did from here was then just to rip out the plasterboard, The ceilings are they've been lowered, so basically from the original ceilings, new ones have been put in, so again they'll need to be ripped out to assess what's under there, but it won't be good, we know that. So this is Steve now just ripping everything up, but it's nice to see we can salvage this beautiful fireplace. We're going to get someone in to have a look at the fire and repair all that, but this is a floor basically from a cottage that was probably empty. It maybe have been a holiday home, but it has been empty for a good couple of years, and you know, it doesn't take long for the dampness to set in, and it destroys the place, absolutely destroys the place. So with all this now, from where we were then to where we are now, it's a complete transformation. So we'll show you all that in the next video. But even a couple of weeks of the floor being pulled up, the fires being on, going in and airing out the place, it's dried out really well. I think we didn't get too many pictures, but there's a picture coming up shortly of just how well it's dried out over the last few weeks. And we're just, with this, it's just to assess for the work that needs to be done. So with the grant, we can claim for things like the flooring, we can claim for, you know, the replacement of the plasterboard. We're going to be doing a lot of the work ourselves, so it's just basically what we'd be claiming for would be the materials. Steve will do a lot of the work himself, I'll do what I can, and between us both we'll get this cottage right back to how it should be. So Steve's removing the ceilings here. It is a false ceiling that's been put in. They're not the original beams. The ceilings have been lowered, so what we want to do is remove that, get back the original get back to the original ceiling height. But the front of the house, this is the front side of the house, of the living room, and that's a lot drier than the back of the house. There's better drainage around the front of the house. But yeah, even here in the kitchen, we've just taken everything back. We'll be knocking the plaster cement off the walls and taking it back, and just, yeah, breathing new life into it. But that fire's been a godsend. It's dried out. Even from them pictures there, you can see how much the floor's dried out from when you've seen it in the first original picture. But yeah, electrics need to be looked at. There's just a lot of work that needs to be done on the place. It'll take time, but even from here, this is around about January time. This is you know, a lot of work's been done in the last few months, so the floor's drying out really nicely, even just with the temporary drain there. So that was another tick in the box of, you know, jobs that needed to be done. But yeah, the outside looks nice and clean now. Like I said, we're no gardeners, we're just maintaining it, and but just to keep on top of it, to keep it tidy, because the next big job is the roof. So there's not an awful lot that we can do between then and just waiting for the contractors to come in, remove the asbestos roof, and to put a brand new roof on. So just a couple of before and after pictures. You can just see now that the driveway looks really nice going in. It's a lovely tree-lined driveway. But yeah, just a few days work then and you can almost transform the place. So imagine what's happened in the last few months. There's been really big transformations on the cottage, and I'm really excited to show you. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I promise you, as the videos come on, the quality will get better, and there'll be so much more to see. But if you like what you see so far, if you can like and subscribe, maybe put a notification on for the next video, and we'll see you on the next video.